Hello, today we're going to be talking about power of sale timeline and what you can do. So let's get right into it. So first, number one would be the borrower defaulting on the mortgage or them breaching another covenant. Covenant means promise in legal terms, but the most common is just not making a payment. And then in 15 days after um, default, which is a lack of payment, the lender needs to wait 15 days to deliver something called a notice of sale. Okay. And after a notice of sale happens, there is, they must wait 5 days or 40 days if the property is occupied by a married couple before making any further steps. Well, here's an example of a notice of sale. And during these 35 to 40 days, basically the borrower only has two options. You can pay off the entire mortgage, or you can bring the mortgage in good standing. Bringing the mortgage to good standing. So here's another example of a notice of sale. And as I said before, you can just pay the whole mortgage. And of course, there might be penalties. Usually, it's 3 months of interest. Um, and or they might, if you try to bring a mortgage to good standing, you're going to be paying some fees. So what interest is owed, there's administrative fees. So you can bring it to good standing within that amount of days, which was 35 or 40 days. And what happens is if you do not do anything within this time, so mortgagor is a borrower. If you do not pay during this redemption period, which was 35 to 40 days, the lender can issue a statement of claim. Okay? So, statement of claim is so after the 35-40 days, uh, if the lender doesn't get the full payment of your mortgage, or you you bringing the mortgage back into good standing, there's an order of documents that happen. Statement of claim happens, and you can do a statement of defense. So you really don't want to get to that point because as you get further and further into the steps, there's more and more administrative fees and charges. And after that, if you lose a defense or you don't file a defense, the lender will sign default judgment. And then after signing default judgment, this is the final document to get for the lender to get possession. It's called writ of possession. And basically, a police can come to your house and and force you out. It looks like this. This is the document. So now the lender is going to evict the homeowner, and they're going to use a realtor and try to sell it for a fair market value. Okay. And then what happens after? First, the lender gets paid their whole principal, any interest that was owed. They're going to be paying the their selling fees, like real estate agent fees, that's like 5%, real estate sellers, lawyer fees, and any other related fees with us selling a property. And then, after if there's any money left over, it would be given back to the former homeowner, the person who just got power of sale, and also known as the borrower of the mortgage, borrower of the money. So, other than putting the mortgage into good standing or paying off the whole mortgage, what are some of your options? Well, you can go with a private lender or get a line of credit and try to, get some money. in order to pay off this whole mortgage in full, or maybe get a loan just to put it in good standing. And if that's no longer an option, they're not giving you the option to put it in good standing. You basically have to get another private lender. And just so you know, if a home is already under power sale, it's going to be a lot harder to get a mortgage because from the lender's perspective, it's a troubled property where there's another, entity fighting for possession. So it's just very complicated, and you're going to have a higher interest rate most likely. And also the loan to value ratio cannot be more than 80%. So let's say if your property is worth 1 million, maximum you can get 800,000. And this also depends on your income, credit score, and for some programs, your net worth. You can also quickly sell the property yourself. And someone said you can just list the property and stop the power sale. I double checked into this and I'm 99% sure this is not the case because listing a property doesn't mean you have to accept any offer to, even if someone offers you over fair market value, you don't have to accept. So this isn't a loophole because as you as you know, the law's not trying to you know, put the lenders in a bad situation as well. So every borrower can just list their property in MLS for years and not pay the mortgage. So no, that really doesn't sound like a potential. If you are currently in this situation, I would recommend taking action quickly, talking to as many professionals as you can, because it's a really bad situation where every milestone you pass, there's going to be more fees. And you're just going to want to have to figure this out quickly because even if you want to sell the property, a lot of buyers are not buying cash and they can only close on the property within 30 days because that's the soonest that most people can get a mortgage. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video about power of sale. And just a little note, power of sale is different than foreclosure. Foreclosure is less common in Ontario. The main difference is foreclosure takes longer. And foreclosure, the lender gets the full possession of your property. And even if they sell it, you don't get any of the residual, if there's any, after mortgage interest, principal, and fees. So power sale is more fair and it's faster for the more fair for the borrower, and it's also faster for the lender. So overall, I'm happy that that's the norm in Ontario. Take care.